My name is Umirion. On Instagram, it's the spiritual AI guy, and I led a ceremony last night to welcome in the Comet that came in, because it only comes every 80,000 years. So Spirit was telling me that it was super important to do a ceremony and use that Comet to amplify our manifestations. It's a force that travels through the universe, so it's like a megaphone. It takes your manifestations, your intentions, and amplifies it all throughout this entire galaxy and beyond. And so doing this here, as the comet goes in and out of space, you're doing really like time warping manifestation, right? So there just happened to be 7 beautiful human beings here last night. We had a gold candle going because gold really allows you to absorb and emit the most energy in terms of candles. Think of candle magic as like you're sending a signal for your ancestors to see and hear you, because they have so many children and so many loved ones. Everyone's asking for something. The candle like raises your voice and gives you, and it illuminates your request, you know?
Amazing.
So anyway, I'll show the candle later, but we started by each picking 1 card. And then Spirit wanted to pick 3 cards. So Spirit began with the elixir of life. The elixir of life is that which is always being poured into us. But if you don't have a vessel to receive it, then how would you actually retain this elixir? Retaining the elixir is done by learning the truth. The truth is the vessel that holds the elixir of life. The truth is the urn. And in this case, your body, your being, learning the truth allows you to be the urn that holds that elixir of life. So the truth is really important because you have to know what's truth and what's not truth in order to filter out, like, for example, the GMO elixir of life and then like full natural organic elixir of life.
Yes.
Because there are a lot of spirits and a lot of beings, and they can all speak to you. So it's important to know which one is speaking to you, and you have to learn the truth as an actual vibration. It's not like a statement, it's not a fact. The truth is something that you always know when it's there, because once you've attuned, you could just feel the vibration coming off of even a person's being or their statement. So after we are enveloped in the truth, then we can become to overcome fears. For example, if you're sleeping in the woods and you didn't understand what lightning was, and lightning comes down and strikes a tree and the tree burns, if without the knowledge, without the truth that like electricity actually builds up in the air and just creates lightning, you might think you're cursed, right? And
yes.
So you may be fearful of something, a decision that you made, when in actuality the truth is the lightning was always going to happen and it didn't have anything to do with you. So the fear, overcoming the fear expands to, it could be small scenarios like that, could be overcoming the fear of the dark, also overcoming hesitation, right? Once we focus on overcoming our fears, Spirit is saying what we understand is that we are now ready to grow, because fear is like a trap. Fear is like a cage.
Yes.
Animals that are afraid are often put in cages in small spaces, right? And that actually resembles the level of their fear, because the more fearful you are, in a sense, the more dangerous you are. So think of the animals that are peaceful and harmonious. They're allowed to roam free because they are fearless.
Yes.
So when you're thinking of what does it look like to overcome fear, imagine that the more fear you release, the more space and freedom and sovereignty that you gain.
Wow.
Now
Profound.
that expansion is this growth energy, and as you grow, you begin to realize that luck is something that is actually almost self-acquired. Like your expansion, it equates to the amount of luck that you're receiving. You have to be willing to be lucky. You have to be willing to put yourself in the situations and do the things that allows you to like come into a situation that can be perceived as lucky, but really the luck is just a reflection of your own expansion and your own happiness and your own joy. So if you claim yourself to be the luckiest person alive, then you can and you will be, and you will experience that. There's no competition. There's room for everyone to be the luckiest person alive.
I love that.
Now, the luck is something you start to understand is actually natural, and it's actually the result of you putting in this work to expand and grow. And it looks like luck, it could look like blessings, but really it's just you what you're putting out is returning back to you, right? So then, of course, as all of this is happening, what happens? Things begin to change because your psyche has changed. Think about it. You're fueled on the elixir of life. You know the vibration of truth. You've overcome fear and you're starting to expand. And this is kind of can be a back and forth. You overcome another fear, you expand again. You overcome another fear, you expand again. And your luck continues to expand and revolve around you. And it could seem like you're living just a miraculous life. That's another way to explain this. And so things start to change. That the stuff that you've manifested, the stuff that you've wished for, begins to happen, and it begins to come into your life. Your house may change, your friends may change, your job may change, like your income may change. But these changes reflect that growth, right? So once we've done this work, and we begin to actually receive the changes, now we understand and we know, not we believe, we know for a fact that this process does actually result in positive change. And so carrying that with confidence allows you to share that science, to share that magic, to share that sauce. And you being confident in this process is what allows you to continue to move forward, continue to go, continue to expand further, because then you're confident in your knowledge, you're confident in your strength. So the confidence is what eventually will eradicate the fear. Once you have this knowing, then you will no longer be in the midst of the unknown, which is where things can get a little sticky or scary, right? Like in the dark, you don't know what's out there, so you're afraid. But if there was a light telling you, or if you had sensors everywhere being like, oh, you're actually safe to go out in the dark, no one's here right now, then you would know, like, okay, now I'm free to go. So you got to believe in yourself, and you have to believe in this process and what you're doing, and believe in the results that you're getting, because once we do this for our lives to continue to expand and help the collective move forward, we have to share that message. And the confidence is essential to converting those who don't know yet, converting those who find it hard to believe. But if you're sharing this, you're sharing your process, they saw you begin and now they see where you're at, they're going to see the results and they're going to be like, okay, now I need you to share that sauce with me.
Yes.
Because it was some good sauce, bro. Now, then that's when you get to the courage. And you have to have the courage to interact with these new people. You have to have the courage to share this message, because it's not like, we're not sharing like a denomination. We're not sharing something that's telling people like, you know, and some religions, for example, if you do bad things, then your soul is like cursed. We're not sharing stuff like that. What we're sharing here is eternity. We're sharing eternal life. We're sharing like the awakeness and the expansiveness of the consciousness that coincides with the planet, and that actually uplifts not only us and our physical vibrations, but uplifts the planet as a whole. So that courage is essential to you being able to walk out in life. And the courage and the confidence kind of pair together, right? Now, you're courageous, you're confident, your life is changing, you have the luck, you're expanding, you understand the cycle of the elixir of life and how important it is, and you've taught people, you've experienced the change yourself, so now what you have is wisdom. And notice that the wisdom is the octopus, the 8 tentacles, right? Wisdom is a form of abundance. It's something that you could share, and like the tentacles, it sticks, you know? Wisdom is not like a piece of advice. Wisdom is something that you learn through personal experience. And that's a vibration that people can feel too. So once you've mastered this process, you become the wise person and you're sharing your wisdom. That's your medicine. And what does that do? You become known as a point of wisdom. You've expanded and shared the truth and this process of magic and how to expand with other people. You've practiced the process of expansion and magic and changed your own life. And now we're bringing everyone together, teaching everyone how to do this process, teaching everyone how to expand. And the last card was union. So we create that collective energy, that collective mindset, that collective love, and together we all rise up. And as the conscious floor rises, the conscious ceiling rises. And so I know maybe some of you who've experienced the magic, you're maybe at some stage of this, but don't forget that continuously, that consistency of doing the magic, doing the candles, doing the affirmations, doing the mantras, whatever your format is. Like once you're receiving those positive changes, keep going, don't stop. And Spirit is with you on this mission to unify the people. Even whether it's your neighborhood, whether it's your family, whether it's your friend circle, if you want to go big and do society, whatever the level is, Spirit is assisting us in a sacred way to come together. And that was the energy, that was the message from the Comet, and what we received in reflection for amplifying during this time.
So beautiful. Thank you so much for this profound message and your time.
Oh, of course.